Hi guys, we're here again for Mortgage Protection Mastery, another week to discuss your future in mortgage protection, final expense, and annuity sales. Today I'd like to go over leads and present an opportunity to try the #1 lead resource in the country today. Without question, reps are having incredible results using these lead resources, and without a doubt, we understand why too. And in all my years of doing direct mail through my health clubs, my personal training studios, I get it. I understand why we're pulling more numbers. So at the end of the day, what this comes down to is that if you're not demographically using a lead that is possessing an income to the home, which let's say that you get a lead resource, you shoot it out in direct mail form. We'll do direct mail. So you got the direct mail, and then that gets to the house. Inside this house, you want income. You want plus 2 heads in there. You want a Mr. and Mrs. So you got 2 heads, Mr. and Mrs. Let's give her some hair. You want this to equal big numbers at the end. So you need the demographics to be known. So you don't need to be in the hood constantly. I mean, don't get me wrong, trailer parks in the hood come with great results if you have a massive amount of leads and you can cover a big area. But if you're generating only 20 leads a week, you need to have the best demographics involved. So you must have household income, you got to have the house, and you got to have the 2 people there. And this helps because there's somebody to leave it to. In most cases, when you're doing a one-legger, so let's just do one person here. So you do one person, you don't have the ability to sell much of anything due to the fact that there's only one person there. Now, you can find a reason to sell this person, don't get me wrong, because they have children or grandchildren or somebody to leave this behind to, but it's much easier when you're selling for Mr. Jones to protect his wife or Mrs. Jones to protect Mr. Jones, and it becomes easier. So what you need is you need the money in the house. You need a demographics that's $35,000 and above. You need a demographics at least $25,000 and above, minimum in household income. Now, imagine that number, and imagine charging somebody $200 a month. That's $2,400 a year out of their $25,000 income. It's not going to work well in mortgage protection. So that's why you must have a higher income bracket to see mortgage protection people that have an income of $50,000, $100,000. My average income is $75,000 to $1 million a year. So that's my demographics, though. And don't get it wrong. Listen to me. Freaking wealthier people are very tough to work with. It's much easier to work with somebody that's $35,000 to $50,000 a year. They sell all day, every day. Very simple process. And the lead system works very well due to the fact of those demographics. When you get your lead in, you dial it. It's as simple as this. I mean, let me hold on a second. I'm going to ask Alyssa how many appointments I have this week. Alyssa, how many appointments I have this week? Oh, sorry, baby, I scared her. So I have 16 appointments set for next week already. And she did that she started at 8 and she's done now. So she dialed for 2 hours, taking some time here and there off. But not even, an hour and a half, I imagine. But there's 16 appointments set so far. And she'll dial more. She always gets me to 20. It's either in between 15 and 20. 15 and 20 people, I probably won't see all of them, by the way. But I do my best. I see 4 to 5 a day. I'm done by Thursday. And if I don't see them all, I just transfer them to the next week. If they're very interested, they're going to move on to the next week. So it's vital that you get involved with the right lead resource. You're the CEO of your own goddamn company. You need to be involved in understanding what resources you're involved with. People trust leads because my friend got me into it, or some guy's making some money, or he's saying he's making money. I've been hired by guys that were telling me the money was great only because they could point a finger at somebody that was making money. They weren't, and I trusted them, and I got screwed at the end of the day. And most of the time we do get screwed in this industry by trusting the people that hire us. So you have to watch out for what you're doing. You've got to get yourself more mentally aware of your surroundings, and understand not everybody's going to end up this manager or CEO. If you notice, there's only a selected few managers at each IMO and agency that you're at. How do they make it? Are they first A or the first there? There's more resources for them to use, and there was a different demographics probably in the lead that they use compared to the one that they even give you. Oh, you might be ordering A leads and it could be B leads. How do you know? Just because they tell you that? So you gotta watch out for this stuff. When you order from us, it's an A lead, guaranteed, brand new. We own the lead house, so it makes it easy that way. So when you own the lead house, you have this lead house, you create the lead, you give it right to the rep. Transfer right to the rep. There's no second party. There's not, most IMOs are ordering from somebody. So they're ordering from this guy, and the IMO's getting it, then they're delivering it to you. So how do you know what they're doing with it? If you're a new rep, and they got this superstar in this area, and they can make more money on their spreads with him, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to give you a B lead and call it an A lead. That's how it works. It's the industry we're in. It's a bunch of BS, but that's the truth. So you don't know until you find out that your money's going to waste and you know you're working somewhere. So you got to catch it quick. And that's why I say you have options. You're the CEO of your own company. Get involved with your IMO, asking questions. It'll piss the hell out of them because you're right. You're asking them, can you show me proof that this is an A lead? Is there any proof whatsoever that this is an A lead? Can we backtrack it? With ours, there's tracking systems. There's actual numbers on them. So you can track them back to the lead house to create the A lead system that you come to a realization this tracking number is the A lead that I put out. It has the postal units on it and stuff like that. It really is effectively the best lead out. You can track it. You can understand where it's at. You can understand when it's coming in. You can understand the cost. It's the best out there. I've been in the industry for over 10 years. I know this shit. I'm telling you, it's the best lead out without question. So you do what you want, but you can order these leads. You have to text me, though, to get that. So I'll put the number up here. And we'll let you try our leads out, and then you see what you have to say about the difference. Because nobody's ever tried these leads out to say anything wrong about them, ever. So if you just do what I'm telling you to do, you're going to see more numbers. Why does this lead make it better for you? If you have a great A lead, you're spending your money, number one, on big-time mortgage protection leads, which are pretty expensive. So you want to make sure that you're getting value out of this lead. You got to have that number in there. You got to have that value, which is demographics. You got to have the right demographics inside this home. You want to talk to people with 50K, 75K, household income. You don't want to be talking 25 and 35K all the time. That's a mess. Limited resources in there. So you want to talk to these people. At the end of the day, these people have retirement plans. These people could be on $75,000 a year just on Social Security income and their retirement plans. This happens a lot. People today are getting homes at age 65, age 60, 50, 40. It's no longer people in their 20s are getting, most of the time, nobody's getting homes in their 20s like your parents did or your grandparents. So it's a different era of time, 40, 50, 60, 70s, and 80s are doing it now. 80-year-old people are buying new homes or refinancing. So remember, you have a lead that refinances too. Here's the other special part about this lead. You are guaranteed first in the home. Guaranteed first in the home. Okay, you're guaranteed to make $7,000 a month on a 4-week lead order. $7,000 in a month. Now that's the low ball end. I mean, this is great money. I mean, this is great money for anybody, for God's sakes. You do that monthly, you're just good as gold. So single guy making that, I mean, that's incredible. It's like a millionaire. If you do your money right, take 1,000 of that, you put it into an index universal life at 9% interest, Boom, you're on your way to retirement land, quick. So we teach you how to get yourself out of the field quick too. I mean, using these resources, when you post this up and show your results that are quick, fast, and easy, that's what people are looking for, along with weekly training. Without weekly training, you're doomed. Kind of how you're going to get in a house and understand it all. You've got to learn the products. I don't care if you say, I know my products. There's certain things I could ask you inside the home about your product that you wouldn't know how to use in that situation. Or maybe you don't know all the riders, or the living benefits, or the interest rates, or when the damn company was incepted. You know what I mean? You got to know it all. So a lot of you who run around there don't even know what year the company was created. What year was this company created? Let me look on a piece of paper. You know, so those are small things that you should know. At the end of the day, here's a question for you. If you're on this video and you're not satisfied with the money you're making, why aren't you texting that number then? What is it going to hurt you to try it out? It's not going to hurt you at all. Just try it, and if it doesn't work, so what? You're in the same position you are now, or better. I'm going to guarantee you're going to be better. Do a 4-week lead order list with us and try it out and see what results you get, and I guarantee you will make larger numbers. It just doesn't make sense not to. You have better demographics, you got more money in the people, you're usually seeing 2 people at the same time. I mean, these are the lists we're buying. And our lists aren't, you gotta understand the list that these leads come from too. The leads are from a list, purchased or rented, okay? So this list can be monthly, it can be daily, it can be weekly. Most people are doing monthly and weekly because it's cheaper. We do it daily. So we understand the changes going on daily, and we're mailing out like that. Then we're mailing to a first class, which is more expensive, but it gets the results, man. It's guaranteeing you first in the home. First. Then we're guaranteeing you $7,000 minimum with our training. You got to be on the training. That number's guaranteed with our training. So all this is guaranteed. Like, you ever work for somebody who can guarantee things? No. No, you're just out there told to go to work. That's what you're told to do. Go to work. Just get out there. Do it. Buy the leads. You don't know what they are, but buy them. Spend $40, $50 a month on leads that are garbage. You might get some results out of these, but I'm telling you right now, with this resource, it allows you to earn more. You get a better income. You get more annuity sales. The average rep with us is selling 1 to 3 annuities a week with the training. I can't do this without the training, so you've got to be involved in that. Without the training, it's not going to work. So you got to get involved in the training. You're going to make more money weekly. You're going to have more annuity sales. And if you don't understand the annuity sales, we will do the illustration for you. If you don't understand index universal lives, we will do the illustration for you. So when you walk back in the house, set an appointment from an appointment. You can do that. We'll teach you how to walk the annuity back through and make the sale. Now, some of you don't believe that there's a possibility of running into $1 or $2 million in a home. It happens. When I teach you how to pull the money, you're going to notice that you're pulling big numbers out of people you never thought had money, or people you notice that obviously do have the money. You get 1.5 or 2 mil on the table, you're going to make 100 grand. You're going to make, I don't know where your comp level is, but you could make low end 50 grand at worst case scenario, but you can make 150 grand. It depends on what number you're working here. You can make 200 grand. And that's on one sale. So if you made that kind of number on one sale because you were using the right resources, that'd be like a lottery ticket. Now you're working the right resources that people have that kind of money in the home, and it gives you the ability to jump your income, surpassing people. And now you're in a position not worrying about money. That's what happened to me. Boom, it changed. You know, I did it on leads that weren't this way, but now that I understand how to do this with the leads that are better, I make more money. My annuity money just gets stuffed away. So every 1 to 3 annuities a week I sell, whether it's for $1,000, $10,000, 20, 30, 100 grand, it all gets stuffed away for my future, and it's invested too. So if you want to understand this better, I mean, you just have to call me and we can discuss it. But at the end of the day, we have to understand this. And without this, you don't come to a conclusion that at the end of this result that you're driving this road of success and you think you're successful because you're making a couple bucks. I made $1,000 this week. I made 5,000. I made 10,000. That's great. Where's it all going? Going back into resources, gas in the car. How do you get out of the field? This is how you get out of the field. You have to be able to give people the proper resources. At the end of the day, I'm telling you what, I'm watching IMOs go down the tubes. They don't have the right resources. They're failing, guys. They're failing big time. And without the right resources out there, when you own the lead house, it makes you in control. You can do anything you want with the leads. And there's multiple lead resources too. So if a territory is flooded with reps, you can still get in here, okay? So this is all reps in this area. Say this is counties. Counties separated. There's all kinds of reps. And you're living in this area and you want this territory. We have a lead that specializes in getting you back in that territory. It's not the same as these other leads. That is a hidden secret. We can get this, especially if you have, now you yourself hire a bunch of reps and they're all covering this area too. New rep comes in, you want to bombard this area still. This lead will work. This is a secret weapon that we have created that is unbelievable and will effectively help all reps continue to grow in their area. Or let's say another agency's already in that area and you want that area, this is a way to do it. You can still get regular leads in there, but this lead nobody's using. You use this lead, you get a lot of money out of this. There's a lot of secrets that you don't have. And I still use this lead on multiple weeks. And I don't use it all the time, but I use it when I know I have to use it. So it's a weapon. It's like a secret weapon, okay? On top of this, when you have the right lead resource, you're able to generate more reps. You have the ability to get more reps into your downline. You got rep, running, and then you have the secret weapon lead. So you're never failing areas or your reps. So you not only have the one lead, you got that weapon lead, you got A leads, you got B leads. These B leads are as good as your A leads. So without a question, I've run, maybe a lot of you know that I've worked with many IMOs and places. So I've run hundreds, maybe, I don't know, thousands maybe of leads. And I'm telling you right now that most of your company's B leads, A leads, not even question close to our A lead, but they're similar. Our B leads are similar to your A leads. Our A leads outperform everybody else. You're guaranteed first in the home, guaranteed $7,000 a month with the training, and your reps will be satisfied. Everybody's chasing comp jumps. The comp shit isn't going to make you money. Your resources are. Your marketing does, not comp level. Look, comp's great. Would I rather have a 100 and 200%? Yes. But you're not really worth that yet. You didn't earn it yet. Go earn it and then deserve the money. Don't go out there, hey, I want a 130% comp level, I want 140%, and it's all on term things I might not ever use. But I want that, and that's how. Look, that's not how you do it. You do it through marketing. You get the right marketing resources, you get the money. You can be at 100% comp level and make $10,000 a week. You can be at a 110 and make $10,000 a week. Top guys, 120 with proof of production. These guys here asking for 140s and 130s and giving that out, and that's how they're marketing and fooling you to come in, and then you don't have the right marketing, and then you're still failing anyway. You got this top comp level. It's because of the marketing. When you get it, you understand this part of the industry. You get the rest, it just falls in place because then we're giving you the education, so you don't have to worry about that. Or sitting at the desk by yourself trying to study things you don't know may fall in line. See, the problem with this industry is that they're giving high comp levels. There's no education. Bad leads. Why bad leads? Because it's cheaper. It's cheaper. Bottom line, it saves them money. So, and they depend on volume. Volume's where it's at for bigger IMOs and agencies. So they don't really worry about you yourself. They just worry about themselves and the volume they bring in. If they were truly worried about you, they'd all be running the first-class mailers, and be running the best lead resources in the industry. They've had hidden weapons for you, but they're not concerned. And they'd have education for you daily, every day. There'll be somebody live on there teaching you, okay? So that's what you need to look for if you really want to change your career. And you better start looking at it because the future's changing. And if you're not educated by the time this thing's over, a lot of you are going to be out in the streets looking for a job. So you've got to get on this marketing. You've got to get on the educational part. You got to get out there and make some money, period, okay? So your leads, which is your marketing for your own company. It's your own brick and mortar business, even though you run it out of your home. So at the end of the day, what do reps need? They need money to get started, right? So we have transformed this industry by giving you a way to get started. All right, there's a way to get $2,000 in your pocket tomorrow to start putting towards leads, and we help share with you that way of doing it. So there's the resources in your hand now. So now you have the lead. Are you saying the right things on this? Do you have all your objections down? Do you understand the objection is bullshit anyway? You can walk right past it and set this appointment. If you are undertrained and overcompensated, you're not going to make any money. Meaning you got a comp level that's real high. It doesn't make any sense to me. Walking around with 130% comp level, but you're still only earning $3,000 a week. How did you get that comp level? Like, it's not right, you know, and they've bamboozled you with that. So, any questions? Anybody can speak up on the webinar, and then any questions on the Facebook link, you can speak up through the comments section. Okay, let me move on here. Let's get this done. So we understand we are competent. We have a way for you to get leads in your hand, get the lead. We will teach you how to provide yourself with, what do I have this week? I have 16 appointments for this week. It'll be 20 by Sunday. Why? Because somebody's smart enough to teach somebody to be smart enough to use Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to set these appointments. Why are you calling people in the afternoon when you're tired? Do it in the morning on a freaking Saturday when you know everybody's there. Increase your numbers. Stop calling on the weekdays unless you really have to. Jay, I have to. I have something going on Saturday morning. Great. What about Sunday evening? Okay. So those 2 days are incredible for setting appointments. I've proven it for 2 years now, week in and week out, that Saturdays outperform any other day. Proven it. It's proven fact. So when you set up on a Saturday and you have what reps are calling the #1 lead in the industry, you're fail-safe. You can't fail. Okay, you're definitely going to get in a home. You're going to get in more homes. Now, will you see them all? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It depends on you and how long you sit with people. Love the one you're with is what I say. So get the sale done. You later on will find that if you're new at this, you will find ways to do annuity illustrations. The sale is after the illustration. Get the illustration in front of them. Bring somebody who understands this stuff to make the sale with you, okay? Provide yourself. We learned with the carrier. We didn't have anybody in the home teaching us how to write this stuff. Call the carrier, walk step by step, page by page with the carrier on the phone. And that's exactly how we did it. So you can use the carriers, and I don't think enough of you do. I think you depend on an upline that doesn't know what the hell they're doing, and they haven't sold as much as you'd like to sell, and they can't achieve your goals because they haven't performed at a high level. They were recruiters. Most of these guys went into the business to recruit. They have big numbers, or maybe they don't even have big numbers. A lot of these guys you may be able to out-earn your top guy at the company because he's a recruiter, and the MLM the hell out of business, but that's okay. If he's surviving, that's good. Maybe he's helping a few people make some money. What I'm saying is you can still outperform his numbers. You can sell more than he earns off those guys, those reps. So you got to get that understanding, and become a recruiter yourself is a simple game. I mean, if you do it like I do it, you just post these videos and training. You know more than somebody else, so don't be afraid to put yourself out there and train others. But I would highly recommend that when you do it, you have a place to put them that is educating. If your upline and your IMO and your systems don't have a place to put people that guarantees them education every week, don't hurt people. Don't just recruit people to try to make some money, because you're going to take from their savings account and you're going to kill them. They're not going to have any money. They don't have a job. They can't replace that money. They have to do it right the first time. Okay, so people are getting hurt out there. Stop hurting people, everybody. Start helping people. If we start helping people, we all make money. If we all chose one agency to work for, we'd all be great. Everybody be fine. But everybody's running around saying this is the best, this is the best, this is the best, with no proof. How do you know that's the best? You've only been doing it a year. You got to have years in this industry to prove it, and you got to make $250,000, $500,000 to really say this works. You know what I mean? So if you're not making, let's say if you're making $100,000 a year, that's proof that it works. That because this industry easily pulls that number. Even if it's $75,000, if you're out there alone, maybe you got a family and kids and you can't get out there as much. Depending on your scenario, but you could truly earn this number with the right resource. The right marketing is what's key to $250,000 a year, pushing it to another level, having enough appointments set, and seeing enough people with enough money to transverse them into creating higher premiums, which is $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a month premiums. And then being able to be kicked out from your advance a large number. So if I sell a policy that's $500 a month and that's $6,000 a year, I get about $6,000 up front. Well, most of you will get $2,000 or $3,000 up front, and then the rest turns into residual income. Some of mine are $5,000, but that's about as low as I go. So I tell them where I want. You know what I mean? Did you know you could do that? You could call your upline or talk to them about what you get paid up front. Why not? I mean, the only way they wouldn't trust you is if shit's falling off the books and you don't have enough money to back it up. You can't expect them to kick you more out. So go earn your stripes again. But if you're a top rep out there earning big numbers and you're not getting big numbers kicked out of you from the beginning on a sale, you need to talk to your IMO and say, look, I want big numbers up front. It helps my business grow. If you were the only person that was putting the lead out and direct to the carrier, that's what number you'd get anyway. So you have to change a little bit. You have to get these guys to do what you want to do sometimes, but you have to have earned your stripes to ask for those kind of numbers. Because if shit starts falling off the books, you're not going to want those big numbers to pay back. You'll be doomed. So you have to get into a position to afford to pay those numbers back. Let me change that. Give me 1 second. Okay. Any questions on Facebook so far? Any comments, any suggestions, anything you want to talk about? Put it on there, let's discuss it. Anybody online with the webinar, anything, any questions so far? Anybody have any questions? That's how we learn, man. Unmute yourself and ask a question. Or I'll ask a question for you. If I were to get involved in your leads, how much do they cost? Good question, right? I'll ask it for you all. Cost equals results with us. We got value. We got guarantees. Let's say start at 470, 570, or 580. No, 570. Hold on, let me erase that. 570. So you have 570 between here and here. This one non-guaranteed to be first in the home. This is guaranteed. Your secret weapon, 570. Results, 1.5 to 2% returns. So you're getting more back. Your total cost on your lead, Could be as low as $20. It could be as low as 30. It could be as low as 40. It depends on your demographics in that area. That part doesn't matter. Even if you get 10 leads, you're still overqualified anyway. You're going to make money. So at the end of the day, you're getting more than what you pay for. That's the bottom line. And not a lot of people get this kind of return. That's because we're direct mailing to the right people. You get those kind of numbers by direct mailing to the right people. Once you get it, you got more money in your pocket because you're spending money on shit you didn't even buy, that you didn't even purchase. And it lessens the amount you paid for the damn lead. So you have to get this lead. It helps you save money. It helps you provide your family with a better lifestyle and yourself. Puts more money in your pocket. So at the end of the day, when your lead's costing you $30, not $50, how much did you save? 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's $100. There's more leads next week, right? So your results are higher. You're seeing more people now because you ordered 10, but you got 15 back. You have another 5 people to see. You didn't really pay for it. It's really, the cost is what it is. You shouldn't be, you didn't pay for those extra 5. They're free. So at the end of the day, you want to pull this off, contact me at this number. That's how we do it. You can't do this without the education. So I'm going to inform you this. Purchase these leads, you want to try them out, great, you can do that. But here's the key, and you don't have to switch IMOs, or you don't have to leave your place of work or anything like that. You can stay where you're at. But here's what I do need. I need you to get involved with the educational system. To prove that it works, it's the only way I'm taking you on. You get the education too. It's not going to kill you if you're somewhere else to get education through somebody that knows what the hell they're talking about. It really doesn't kill you at all. In fact, invite your team on, watch your growth. Get some free education out of the system too while you're at it. And then show proof. Biggest thing that we can do in this industry is show proof. And there's only a selective few out there who have done it. Now, I'm not talking about multi-level mastery. I'm talking about real numbers. People who go out there and work and proven that it works. People that have done sales and made money, because that's the job you're in. You're a sales professional. And you're not an MLM marketer yet. Okay, recruiter. Let's just call it a recruiter to be nice. So at the end of the day, with recruiting, you want to have the right positioning for your reps. And to do so, you need proof that you did it. You need the #1 lead so they don't get hurt. And they get higher results at 1.5, sometimes 2% returns. Now you also want to have training. Training is different than education. This equals larger numbers for them and you. Now, you got reps. When you're smart about this, like your upline, like the people hiring you at 140% comp and 130, they just don't understand the business, okay? When you understand this and you've earned your stripes, you can bring people in at 80% because that's what they're worth. Let them earn their stripes. I started at 40% comp level, for God's sakes, 10 years ago. You let them earn their stripes. Max them out at 100. You get 20, 30% reps. You get them the #1 lead, and you get them education. And I guarantee you're out of field in 1 year. 1 year, you're done doing it my way and hiring people my way. Okay? So you have to invest in that marketing too. Hiring people can be free. I've proven that too using social media. After I'm done with this webinar, I'll get hit 15 times about this, and 5 of them will become reps. So every week I'm gaining about 5 at bottom and 1 rep, but 5 to 10 people a week, all getting educated. Starting with the education first. Getting a lead order in, getting them some leads to run. Sometimes I front the money, and getting them out there to get themselves in the industry and a business built for themselves. I can't stand watching people suffer. It drives me nuts. But I will only do this for people that are taking action. And I'm talking about massive action. I say read a book. You better have it done, or I'm not working with you, man. I'm not putting my money up for somebody that's not doing it right. And why do I know it works this way, educational way? Because I'm doing it. I'm part of it. I'm proving it. I have other people proving it. They're proving it, and that's good. I can prove it, but then I need others to prove it too. So proof in the system is ultimately the number one thing you can do, is be of value to somebody, is to show them, paint them the picture of the proof that you put on the table. What you have done will get you people in front of you that really want to work for you. If you're only earning $50,000 a year, $35,000, and faking it, saying, oh, I earn so much money, and then you're driving a Pinto, it's not really, it doesn't come down to your car, but it does come down to the bank account. When you're able to literally pull your bank statement up and show somebody, this is what I earned last year. Anybody see The Wolf of Wall Street? He proved it. It's what I earned. You know what I mean? So you have to be able to do, he did $75,000 in a month. So that was as a financial advisor, but it was cheating the system a little bit. But at the end of the day, we can do this. I mean, you have to, like all I'm telling you is this. I have created businesses since, and a lot of you know this, 15 years of age, I was starting my first company using Valpak. I would market. Went out to 20,000 people. I did 50% off window cleaning, and the thing blew up. Next thing you know, I got 500 clients, and I got 2 trucks running. I'm my window cleaner now. And then I owned health clubs. I owned ceramic towel stores. I owned ceramic towel companies that installed it. I owned everything, kitchen and bath, this and that. At the end of the day, I landed here because of injuries after the health club business. But this has been great. I wish I would have found this a long time ago. I'd be talking to you from a yacht right now. But I'm in the process of working on that yacht through helping you. If you will get connected with me, I will help you transform your life, your money, and your business. But you've got to do it this way. There's no other way to do it. Don't fool yourself. Don't be tricked by your friend that got you into business, or somebody that's not really possessing the information that you need on a weekly basis or daily basis or monthly basis to transform your life and your business. Get involved with somebody that is, and it's proving it. So what did I earn this week? 15,650 on mortgage protection, 10,000 from the first annuity, 22,000 from the next annuity. I did this by Thursday, and I can prove it. And I do it every single week. This is no bullshit I'm bringing to the table. This is real. Now, I couldn't do this before. I couldn't do this with any other lead resource. I can't do it with any other lead resource. I would refuse to do it. I took a compensation hit to make more money. I got people asking me, come on board, I give you 150. What the hell is it? Who has 150 anyway? It's a lie. Give me 140, 130%. You want to give me all these big numbers. But they don't want to allow me to earn big numbers because I can't do it through B leads that are acting like A leads. I can't be bamboozled. You're not fooling me anymore. Don't be fooled. I'm telling you, don't get fooled by this industry, these people. You're going to shake your hand, smile on your face, take you out to lunch, take you out to dinner. You're not earning numbers like this. Could you? Yes, you can. Was I before? No, I wasn't. Couldn't spell life insurance, for God's sakes. I couldn't sell this shit at first. I got like deer in the headlights when I was told to talk about it when I was out with my trainer, who was a maniac, by the way. You work for American Income Life, you got some crazy son of bitches working for that place. So, at the end of the day, you can earn these numbers. Is that weekly? Does that happen weekly to me? Yes, it does. My minimum income is minimum. Honest to God, my minimum's 5. I mean, if it's real bad, devastating week, I don't know what happened type week, what Mrs. Jones, Mr. Jones, everybody's saying no. $5 grand still made. So I'm still safe. You know what I mean? If I just earned $5,000 a week and did 20 grand a week, there's my 250, 240, you know? So that's really what we need to get you to. We got to get people to $5,000 a week. Now, a minimum we need $2,000 a week is affordability. So we got 5 of that going towards leads, you know, kickback and $1,500 a week in income. And, you know, you got $5,000 at the end of the month, which keeps everybody safe. You're able to live on that. Now, if you want to go after big numbers, you got to change up your resources. You can't continue to do the same thing you're doing and get the results you're on. You're on here for a reason, to check out a new system, get some new ideas, and see what's out there as an option. If your business was running fly and it was cool and you had a great car, great house, you were living like large, you wouldn't be here today. So I'm asking you, text me, join if you want to join the team, and text me leads if you want leads. If you want to try leads out, okay? Text me join if you want to join my team. Text me leads if you want to try the leads out. Or if you just want more information on it, okay? So remember to do that. What I do want to tell you is just really quick for my team out there. I want to go over some things real quickly for an in-home sale. I want everybody to have clipboard with paper. I want you to have a pen. I want you to have a calculator. Pen, calculator, paper, clipboard. I want you to use these 3 things as your weapon in the home. And I want you to have a lead in front of you. So have those, I should say 4 things. Possess the lead, you show them proof. Again, it comes down to showing proof. Shit. I'm going to kill this. She didn't pay my bill for my Zoom. I'm really going to kill her. Oh, shit. All right, sorry on here. Okay, let me continue. Anybody have any questions, by the way? Anybody, any questions? What is the price of a lead through your organization? Wayne, text me leads and we will discuss it. I definitely want to participate in the educational piece and eventually move over to your IMO. How do I get involved with receiving that education? Wayne, you sound like a smart guy, man. Good morning, Lawrence. Hey, gorgeous. I love you too, baby. John Malley, what's up, dog? That was my window cleaning boy there, man. He helped me create a nice company. He really did. So thank you, John. When I come back from Vegas, I had that big contract because of you. So thank you for that. Hey, Wayne, I want you to do this. All of you who want possession of these leads, I want you to text me at 352-255-2594. You can text me leads or join, right? And for you, Wayne, I want you to text me join. Okay, let me go over sales process real quick. So you're in the home, you knock on the door, you walk in the door, you go to a table, 2 options, get to the table. Don't sit in the living room. Try to get away from the living room seating. Too comfortable. The king is in his seat. The she is in her queen's chair. You got to get them out of comfortability. Take control. Get them here. I come up with a new idea of having Mr. Jones here and Mrs. Jones here and Mrs. Jones over here instead. I kind of like this too. So try it out. See if it works better for you. You know what I mean? You can try to say, you can control this too. You can have her sit over here, and sit here. See if it works best for you. I've noticed some differences in this. Anyway, long story short, I'm going to continue. You want to show the lead. Provide them proof. They filled it out. The number 1 lead is here, by the way. Get our leads. This lead equals results. So now you have to bring value on why. Why do they need this? That's the question they're asking. Show me proof that I need it, bring me value, and tell me why I need it. How do you start this? Somebody's looking to cover $200,000. You can tell by their lifestyle they don't have it. You know right when you walk in the home that they don't have the extra money to pay for a $2,000 a policy that's for $200,000. Unless they're the right age bracket, of course. So if you got 30, 40, and 50-year-old individuals, even 20, 22, you should be using term ROP and bringing living benefits. This is how you get big money, okay? This is how you get paid the most. It's hard to take this off, too. They're getting all the money back. So term ROP for these age brackets, okay? Once you learn the index universal life systems, you can then generate money for them for their future using interest rates. But this is the simplest way to earning big numbers for yourself. Term ROP, period, with the best lead resource out. When you have 15 to 20 appointments and you're able to see demographics like that, your numbers will be $10,000 a week, $20,000 a week, $30,000 a week. I can provide the lead, I can provide the education. I can't provide you, I can get with you, I can kick you in the ass and tell you to get going on this. That may help some of you. So get on there. Are you dialing that phone right, by the way? Do you know for sure that you're dialing it smartly? Have you seen my wife Alyssa do it? Have you seen her set appointments? That beautiful princess she is. Have you seen her on the phone setting appointments and really setting, set, like barely any no's? You know what I mean? That's the right lead. That's when you know you're working with the right lead. So we have the right lead. We're sitting at the table. We're talking about this. We want to bring value. And we want to answer why. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, you have a $200,000 mortgage to pay, right? So Mr. Jones passes away. We want Mrs. Jones to have that number. So we want to provide illustrations, right? So you can easily get right to the punch with this, but you don't have any value. So if you pull the numbers out, you don't really bring any value. So you want to tell them, I'm here to explain your options, and I want to show value. So I want you to understand what you're purchasing. If you just give me 10 minutes, I'm going to give you the options. And while I'm giving you the options, you're going to understand the value behind this. So when Mrs. Jones gets this, or both you get this together, see, there's an option for both you to get the money together. See, now their mind's like, whoa, I better listen. I got to hear this out. Both of you have a chance to get this money while you're alive. Now, with our systems, when you get to the end, or anywhere down the line, you can get the money back. So this isn't, the life insurance company is just taking the money and investing it outside of what we're doing. The money's guaranteed to be in position. It's been that way for 100 years. So know the inception of the company. Since when? The company's been around since 1857. Don't think they're going anywhere. Their value is $20 billion, okay? They're safe. Know these things. Provide them with that education and maybe have some information pamphlets that you can slide across. Now you bring some value to the carrier. Now we'll bring some value to the product. So carrier value and then product value. You just say, if you don't know that you're using that particular carrier, you can say, all our carriers look like this. They're all A-rated. So they all have had the money for hundreds of years, and they have it today, too. So the product value comes next. So with the product value, you want to introduce them to living benefits. You want to show them to get the money back. You want to show them it's kind of like an investment for their future, too. So there's three things that are going to happen here, Mrs. Jones. Is one, these come with living benefits. So if God forbid you were to have heart attack, stroke, cancer, couldn't walk, talk, bathe, eat, dress, toilet, this money's yours while you're alive. So if you get cancer, heart attack, stroke, this 200 grand is yours while you're alive, okay? Or a percentage of it. Some companies do 85% to 95%. I don't know who we're using yet, so I'll have to tell you that later. Cancer, heart attack, stroke, an option of 200 grand while you're alive, both you or one of you. Mrs. Jones, it's on him, so he has to get the cancer. So you can't do 2 of 6 daily activities: bathing, eating, dressing, toileting, transferring yourself around, and drive, even driving a car, basically. They will give you this money while you're alive. It's the simplest way to explain it. Number 2, This pays out $200,000 at death. So immediately you will have a check in 3 to 5 days. Boom. Okay. You could pay, any premium size, whatever that comes to, it's still going to undervalue what you will receive today or into the future. It's always going to be more than your payments. Okay. So understand it's a great investment. Number 3 is that if you want the money back, it's yours. So it's in a savings account. It's called return of premium. So it means return of premium is ROP, stands for return of premium. Get it back after 2 years. That's usually when they start giving the money back, after a 2-year marker. So you got living benefits. So if your health care doesn't take care of your needs, you get all the money back. Oh shit, I got shit on my 200 grand is immediately paid out and you get all the money back. So now we just built value. Now we can bring what they may have left over each month. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, let me ask you a question. Because, I really want to do something that's in your budget. I want to take it outside of your budget. So bank kind of has this system that I use that allows me to tell you what you should use each month. Okay, this is the average of what people do out there monthly, and what they afford. So are you in between one of these numbers? Do you have this left over every month? Are you at $1,750 or $500 when you pay all your bills off and you have extra money, maybe you're putting into your savings account or giving it to a loved one? Do you have one of these numbers? Are you close to one of these numbers? Or are you 500 and below, or maybe you're 1,000 and above? We're at 750. Okay, so if hypothetically, if we said we took $100 out of there and you were at 650, could you survive on that 650? You have that on average every month, and you get your home paid off or a part of it? That'd be a good way to look at this. Now, let me put some numbers together for you and see where we fall. Okay, let's see if we can keep it in your budget. I'm not sure if we're going to match that number, but we'll do our best. Okay, now you do your numbers. Sit patiently, get your calculator out, get your apps out, do the numbers. $100 a month for a 40-year-old may get them 200 grand. If not, worst comes to worst, I would bet it does. 200 bucks would do it, or 150. Now, as we go up in age, obviously I skipped a step, which was health. So when I'm training, sometimes I get thrown off. So we want to go over the health too. So ask the health question. Here's how I do it quickly. 1, do you have any cancer in the past 4 years? Any heart issues, serious heart issues in the past 4 years? Are you a diabetic taking insulin? Were you on diabetes? Were you labeled as a diabetic before or after age 50? And that'll tell you a lot if you know your applications. So right from there, I want to say, are you on any medications? I want to know basically the medications you were prescribed, not the ones you're taking, because we want to know the script checks. And remember, this piece of paper helps me illustrate. I want to know your scripts, and we got to do a little background check so we can get you this 200 grand. I want to pay this home. Now, worst case scenario, I'd ask Mrs. Jones this question too. Mrs. Jones, if he was no longer here, would you live in this house? No, I wouldn't. I'd sell it. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you too. Is yes, we could do this 200 grand and that'd be great and everything. You're going to get all the money back. But if it's affordability we're looking for, we just buy her a $25,000, $50,000 policy, maybe even 75, and we fit it into your budget nice and easy so you never have to worry about it, and you get all your money back, and you have living benefits. This might be a better way for us to go. I want it to fit in everybody's budget, and so do you. Don't push too hard for the high numbers that fall off the books or get replaced. Remember, there's only one thing that can replace this, and that's an index universal life that shows, it'll show 2 times the cash value if they use F&G that the return is here. It'll show 2 times that in 30 years. So like if this is $30,000, in 30 years, this will be more like $60,000 would be the return. Except there's cost of insurance and things like that you have to work out. But long story short, it's usually higher. It illustrates higher anyway. So if some guy comes in and shows an illustration, I can get you $60,000 back. Could scare them off. That doesn't happen because there's not many people selling index universal life. But that's the only way I think that this could come off the books. Unless you wrote a high number and you don't have all the right carriers, of course. So if you're using the incorrect carrier with the lowest premium, the most benefits, and the highest payout, then you're screwed. Somebody's going to replace your policy. Okay, so you've got to do it right the first time. Listen, we guaranteed you first in the home. Right? You're first in the home. Do it right the very first time and you never get knocked out. Books, you'll keep making money. Okay? So we want to use term ROP all the way to age 50. After 50, you can't do this. You can't do ROP, but you can use term. So, oops. You can use term. Because you want to provide big numbers, right? You want to show big numbers for small numbers, big numbers for small numbers, big numbers for small numbers. However, value is what people are looking for again. So talk about the living benefits. Make sure it's part of your process. I should really one day, I got to do a sale in front of the video camera, like with Alyssa, and then provide you guys how I would handle things. I'll do it easy. I'll do it tough. We'll spend an hour, even 2 hours going over this stuff. And I want to pull a camera into the homes one week. I'm going to see if I can do that. I don't know the law on that, so I'm unsure if I can film all this. And I probably need permission to do that by the client. But I'm trying not to hurt my own sales by saying, hey, I want to bring a camera crew in. The only thing you could do other than this for you guys is if the health isn't good, you want to fall back on final expense, right? But shoot for term first. Just learn your term products inside now. If it doesn't work, okay, if somebody says, nah, that doesn't look as good as something else I've seen or something like that, then you contact me, you contact your upline, you put it on Voxer. I'm in a jam. Hey, this is what you say. Mrs. or Mrs. Jones, I want to check out something. I'm seeing how many more discounts I can deliver. That's what you say on the phone. This is about information, and it's about how many discounts I can provide you. That's why I have to come to the house. So I have to sit with you and see you because I want to provide you with as many discounts as possible. So I want to get as many discounts as possible here. And what you do is you call your upline and figure out the plan, and then you might have to use an index universal life illustration to provide them with enough information that they could earn more money. And maybe that'll save the policy deal. But, you know, bottom line is if they're not buying, they're not buying. You might have to move on. But never believe the objection. Okay? Now, you do want to set an appointment from an appointment. I want to think about it. That's all I keep saying. Okay, here's what I'd like to do. I'm going to let you, I want you to think about, oh, God, I'm going to be back in this area next week. I tell you what, I got something else I want you to take a look at. So how about this? I'm going to bring this, I just hit me. I have this illustration I want to show you that's going to provide you with more money than this. I just thought about it. It's a new product out. I just got my hands on it. So let me do an illustration. I'm going to show you how to get some big numbers out of this. Okay? You're not going to pay any more. We'll try to get the number to make you pay less and get you a hell of a lot more. So I'll be back out in this area Thursday at 1 p.m. Will that work for you? Get it? Get it? You got to be ballsy, man. You got to push. You got to be tough. You got to get like psyched up. You got to watch out the best videos. You got to watch motivational videos. You got to read motivational books. You got to be strong inside to pull this off. You got to be one tough person. And I'm going to tell you another secret. If you can work in twos, 1, 2. There's a lot of guys I know out there that work double. They double team the sisters. Guys, girls, do it together. Find somebody to do this with. Man, have one person write the app out. Husbands, wives, those husbands out there who aren't taking control of their household and saying, wifey, listen, we can do numbers. We can make money. I need you. I'm failing. I need your help. That's marriage, man. You got to speak up. You want to sit there and tell her everything's okay and everything's good, and it ain't. Go to her and tell her. Or wives, go to your husband. Get off your ass and work with me, okay? Take control. I don't know what to tell you. I would do it. I did do it, in fact, after it took me 3 years. But text, leads or join to this number. I need time to get back to all of you. So understand I'm under pressure from a lot of people hitting me up, and I only have one phone and one me. So text join or leads, and I'll give you information. Any questions? Anybody have anything to say? Good point, Jason. Work in 2 seconds. Yeah. Wayne Doucette, hit me up, brother. We'll talk more on the side. And thank you all for being here today. If all you could share this video, it'd be great. It'd probably help a few people out there that don't have this information on a weekly basis. So if you all would be kind enough to share this and like this video, it would be helpful for my business and yours, okay? It can help a lot of people get out there and learn this industry the right way. If there are no more questions, I'm going to go take my Harley out and go have a good time today, okay? All right, I'll see you all next week. Have a good day. Thanks.